This one's a big one. A big sort of like 48, 49. Maybe pushing that 50 mark, but yeah, it's a big solid fish. Hey guys, it's been a while. Today I'm actually chasing tide, and I'm in a bit of a race to get to where I'm going. I left about 5:30 this morning, and it was in the dark, in the cold. It's now 7:30, so I've got about another 45 minutes to an hour, give or take, to get to where I need to be. And the target species today is EP perch and maybe some bream. So I'm going to be cruising around in a kayak, you know, fishing the creek, the flats, the river, maybe a few mangroves, in search of perch. And yeah, you do get a few good bream down here too. So stay tuned. Hopefully we can get a few and show you what it's all about. Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear, but this wind is bloody atrocious. But I thought I'd get up this morning, despite the weather and what the conditions were going to be, and just come down here. I got here a little bit late, I slept in. It's been freezing in Melbourne this winter, and wind's been horrendous, and today is no different. So I'm going to be down here. I've sort of travelled about 2.5 to 3 hours. And got down here and planned today is to throw those little Lucky Craft Bevy Shads 60s. This is the shallow and the SP. Chase a few perch. Water's dirty, she's windy, she's cold. So we'll see how we go. So I've paddled up to where I want to sort of start. And yeah, moment of truth. First cast for the morning. Oh, I've got it. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. You never want to catch a fish on the first cast. It's always a bad omen. But it's a small one. He's a rat. Oh, he's a rat. How's that? Not a bad start. Not a bad start. Bevy Shad 60 Lucky Craft, small perch. Let's hope they get a bit bigger. Get straight back out there. Wind was going to be this bad, to be honest. Should be 15 odd, 15, 20 knots, I reckon. Easy. That tide is ripping too, so sort of wind against tide. It's not pretty, but I've managed to sort of get up river a little bit out of the sort of the bad stuff, because she was coming down the river there, and there's a bit of swell, and just, yeah, it was white capping actually. So this is probably the best little area, oh, there's a bit that I can find. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, that's a better one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. He hasn't done much, so I get him before he wakes up. Yep. Good fish. Good fish. And we are ripping out. Let's get this out. He's a good one. Let's get this out without getting a hook in me. Stay down. Yeah, oh yeah. Good fish. kick, don't kick. There we go. She's hard in the wind, so I apologise. Blown around everywhere. How's that? That's not a bad start. 2 casts, 2 fish. That's a bit better. How's that Lucky Craft hanging out in that peacock colour? Come on. Oh, there we go. Not huge, but still good fish. He'd be like 43, 44, maybe 45, something like that, but real good fish. In the wind, in this dirty water. And that's what I'm using, little Lucky Craft. First time I've used this colour before. I picked this one because she is dirty, windy. I don't know if you can hear that, but they're pretty loud. So let's get back into it. So far, it has been a good start to the morning. But yeah, once I get out around that corner, as you can hear that wind now is shocking. Gotta be here. It's always the way you pull out the camera and then it goes dead. Yeah, there we go. Just hit that on the paws. And he feels like he's alright, but I don't know, in this wind, I don't know if you can hear it or see it, but it's shocking today. He's alright, I think. Moving around a bit. Haven't seen him. Yeah, he's not bad. He's a good fish. Oh yeah. Pedal out from the bank here. He's a good one. Yeah, good fish. It'd be sort of high 40s, mid to high 40s. We'll get it out. Apologise for that wind. How's that? He's a cracker. How's that for a perch? Not massive, but good. He's a good fish still. He's crunched that Lucky Craft Bevy Shads 60. Deep throated that. Beautiful. Let's get that lure out. There's that lure. Peacock bass. Bevy shad, pretty dirty water, so she's got a fair bit of flash and a pretty loud, which makes it easy for them to find. Big good perch like that, which is a good one. How good. Gone. Get another. That current is ripping out. What I'm doing here, just working these edges. And I'm casting up tide or up current, up river, and just twitching that hard body and pausing a lot, and that's just floating back down on the paws. Oh, yep, there we go. In the flow there, and just like that, they get crunched. The key, well, I find the key on the perch especially, is that pause. They can't help themselves. Even though I can't see anything, sometimes you can sight cast them here, but yeah, she's dirty today, but a lot of the time you do see them following and bow waving behind stuff and just not committing. And then when you get them on that, and then when you pause it, they just can't help themselves like a barra. They love that pause. Is choke that. Again, just another small one. He's going head first. How's that? Straight down the hatch. wasn't getting off. Not big, but just chunky, solid fish. How sick. Got to get him out head first. I don't know, that lure's down there. There we go. It's coming out pretty easy actually. There we go, pretty easy. Solid little EP. Gone. At least the sun's out. We haven't had much sun for quite some time. So if I can take anything, that is a bit of a bonus. But she's still cold and windy, but how good. The fish don't care. There's only a little rat, this one. There's plenty of air. It's a little one. Should be using a net. Oh, he's not that bad. Solid. Let me bail up. Otherwise I'm going to end up with hooks in me. He's angry, this one. He wanted that. Another one. All solid so far. All around that 40 plus mark, so oh, man, this is awesome. I haven't done this for ages. Oh, that was big, whatever that was. Something just come out up there. There's a heap of bait just sprayed. So I'll get up there. Should put a surface lure on. Plenty of weed down there. That's where I reckon those fish are sitting. Just all over the weed. And they're just waiting for bait fish or whatever to come down. They're just slamming them. It's pretty shallow up there. I don't know, probably about a metre, metre and a half. These things would be just sitting on top of that weed just as they're coming back. I reckon that's why they're getting hit. Keep moving. That's what the thing is with this is, so we keep moving up these banks, casting, and the more your lure's in the water, the more chance you got of catching fish, obviously. So, and then once you find a couple, there's normally a few hanging around. It goes quiet and move up the bank more, find a couple more, until you find a mother load, and that's what we're looking for. She's quiet. I think this is a big one. Just see me fighting that fish and the camera, the battery went flat. But this one's a big one. Big, sort of like 48, 49. Maybe pushing that 50 mark, but yeah, it's a big solid fish. Let's just crunch that Lucky Craft. He's straight down the gob again. And I'll get it out. Which is there. Look at that, that's big. So I had to get out of that wind. It was getting pretty bad, so I've moved up a fair way now. Yeah, that's that lure. That's that fish, fat as. Real fat. Don't know what he is, but yeah, I'd say he's high 40s. I'd say 48, 49, something like that. It's a good one. Let's put it back. Gone skis. As I said, I've paddled up a fair way now, so had to get out of that wind. It was getting pretty bad, and I was just casting along a bank, and I don't actually think I've ever caught a fish off it. And yeah, got crunched, sort of about 10 foot off the bank, bit of weight, and then yeah, it just sort of lugged it out in the flow. So now I'm going to fish this bank, see what happens. As I said, sort of unexpected. Gotta tighten that up. He was a good one though.